Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News channel. We talk about EOS and TRON and are they under siege and in trouble by new protocols? Because they were big and shiny when they came out, but they're not so big and shiny anymore. So their developer activity is way down. If you look at it, there's news research from Outlier Ventures that indicates EOS is seeing a massive exodus of developers from the platform. TRON has also seen steep declines from decrypt.co. Also, but where are they going? They're not going back to Ethereum. They're going to places like Polkadot, Cosmos, Theta, and Cardano. Theta and Cardano have been the two biggest increases. So developers working on the EOS platform fell more than 85% compared to a year ago. As a result, code updates on GitHub were down a whopping 94%. So code updates doesn't mean just the main EOS platform. It means decentralized applications as well. It could be that last year or the year before when the platform launched, everyone was trying to rush to get their dApps on the platform. So they could have had an explosion of activity, but a 94% drop is pretty big. So EOS dApp activity is also down 70% over the last year. So they're not getting nearly as much activity. They are still the second biggest mainnet though. So we all know EOS because it's famous for raising over $4 billion over the course of a year-long ICO in 2018. So since then, developers have added about 325 dApps and 515 smart contracts. Ethereum has added 2,900 dApps and 4,500 smart contracts. Now, EOS and TRON do actually have more transactions and more money flow, mainly because they have a lot of degenerate gambling apps, which Ethereum doesn't have. Ethereum still dominates the decentralized computing space with 80% of all smart contracts and dApps calling the protocol home. EOS is a distant second with only 9%. And with more competition like Cardano, like Theta, like Polkadot coming up, it might actually be besieged some more unless it can get something going. If voice actually works, EOS will actually rise back up, but I haven't really heard anything about voice since their beta launch. TRON, you always hear about it through their high value acquisitions and Justin Sun's antics, but realistically, TRON's own code updates have not been that great. So active developers on TRON are a little better than EOS. They only declined 50% compared to a year ago, but now they have 96% fewer code updates, which means people aren't working on dApps as much. I mean, most of those were just crappy gambling apps anyways. Someone probably just made them and started making money on them and then just really never worked on them again. I mean, Justin Sun has gotten a lot more press because of the acquisitions. And then, where all this is going is they're not migrating back to Ethereum. No one's actually migrating back to Ethereum. It's like Polkadot, who released their mainnet in May. It saw active developers jump more than 40% versus the previous year. Cosmos, which is home to Band, also saw active developers grow 15% over the last year. Theta and Cardano are the heroes, which saw significant development with code updates increasing 930% and 580%. Cardano obviously is because of Shelly and all that stuff. I expect code updates to slowly go down after Shelly and Goguen and all the other stuff releases. Theta, they launched their mainnet last year and then they did 2.0 recently, so they've had a lot of activity. And since they're the bright new shiny things now, people are attracted to this. Now, most of these protocols are going to be superior in terms of technology to Ethereum, but no one's actually even come close to taking over Ethereum yet. Ethereum does have the brand name, and it's going to be very hard to take over. Of course, if scaling actually doesn't really work for Ethereum, and people start looking for another solution, Cardano, Theta, EOS, TRON are always there. But right now, people are really flowing from EOS and TRON into Cardano and Theta. You have 50% less from TRON, and then 50 and 70%, 94% down for EOS, and developers down 85% for EOS, developers down 50% for TRON, and you have 580% increase and 930% increase for Cardano and Theta. So where the developers are going. They are kind of going to Polkadot and Cosmos as well, but it's mainly been Cardano and Theta, and that's where a lot of the FOMO was going. I think Cardano probably has the biggest potential to really explode and maybe even challenge Ethereum in the future. But I think people are seeing that Cardano and maybe even Theta are superior platforms or superior projects right now, or they're just interested in something new. Maybe like they got done with their gambling dApps on Tron and EOS, and now they want gambling dApps on Cardano and Theta. Hopefully that's not the case, but that actually might as well be it. So the thing is, like the decline in EOS and Tron's development is likely due to falling interest following the 2019 launch of the main network and core developers moving away from the protocol. Maybe they found something wrong with EOS. Maybe they didn't like it was maybe they didn't think it was decentralized enough. Maybe Tron developers saw that Justin Sun was just like crazy or something. But they're obviously migrating to Theta and Cardano, and that's really good for Theta and Cardano. So like if you have allocated in Tron and EOS, maybe you should like start reallocating some in Theta and Cardano because that's where the developers are actually going. The thing is, I basically just have investments in Ethereum and Cardano. I'm thinking about Theta. I have a bit of Tron. That's because someone donated it to me, and I don't have any EOS. So the thing is, like, I actually like the new projects more than the old ones. I actually always have liked Cardano more than Tron and EOS because EOS, ever since Dan Larimer said like one of their main goals was not to be centralized, that kind of turned sour for me. And Tron's Justin Sun thing, I've always been like, I mean, I think they made good progress with the acquisitions, but Justin Sun's antics have always like kept me kind of like out of it for a little while. So that's kind of like where it is right now. So think about that. I'll actually link this article in the description. So make your decisions based on your own research. But that's just kind of like my opinion on it. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.